Hey, this is Jeff with The Building Boys. By trade, I'm a chiropractor, and I own other real estate ventures such as extended stay suites and long-term rentals. One day a week, I grow my passive income portfolio. In these videos, I will be working alongside my father building our next passive income stream. A senior citizen fourplex, watch our videos and repeat the process for yourself so you can become financially free.
Hey everybody, it is another day. It's Thursday, and this is our final day of 2 a week, so we'll be down to 1 a week after this. So we are doing the top plate, which is just double plating everything. This makes it a lot sturdier and stiffens it up. So what we do not want to do is to just replicate. So we do not want to nail this board here and nail this one here. That's a no. What we're gonna do is overlap. This strengthens it tremendously. So we'll nail here, bam, bam, bam. We'll put this board right here, bam, bam, bam. And this will stiffen it up tremendously. The other thing to notice is whenever we have a seam down the wall, we want at least 4 feet overlap. So we don't want to nail it, like this. We want at least 4 feet to really strengthen that. So we're gonna nail that all. So we're gonna put this on warp speed and you'll be able to see this go a little bit faster. All right, so we have the top plate on. So now we're just making sure all these walls run perfectly straight. We did try to use a laser. Number one, we couldn't see it, and we're just not very familiar with it yet. So we'll use that on the interior walls after we have shade. We can actually see that laser. So we went the old school method, which is foolproof. We just put a 1x right here, put a nail, and ran this line, which then sticks us out a little ways. So then we can just look underneath and see, does that fit perfectly? I asked initially, why don't we just put the nail right in the corner here and bypass this? And the problem with that is, if this board is so out of whack, it can be actually rubbing up against and making it look straight when actually it's not. So we already put a couple more braces in and now perfectly straight. So we'll just do this on the rest of the walls. Probably explain that when we get the wall where we want it, we then put these braces. So if you're wondering how do we keep the walls straight, just temporary braces down to the ground. And then on the corners, we never discussed this, but when we were initially framing, we were making sure these were level with our 5-foot level, so that these are pretty well squared. Now we're just dealing with the wall in and out. We're gonna hold off on running a string on the wall that divides the apartment from the garage, because we obviously can't run braces down into our concrete. So we're gonna wait until we have interior walls built, and then we can brace this wall and straighten it to the inside walls. Hey everybody, I think we're done today. You probably didn't see as much quick moving, walls up. Today was a little bit, we kind of took our time. We weren't in a big rush anymore now that we got walls up. But we got all the top plate put on, and we even had a little extra time, so we started to put a wall up for the mechanical room in the garage and a little storage room for the tenant. We didn't talk much about that because we're going to be framing in that whole apartment next week. So we're going to really break down interior framing in the next video. I didn't really want to get the video goofed up with how to put on a top plate and interior walls. So, but here's a really great example of how we tie this all together. So we did run this all the way across earlier this morning. And then when we built this mechanical room, we just cut that out, nailed down, nailed, and this is going nowhere. And we can run down, I don't know if you can see, that wall is straight. So old school, low-tech string line sometimes is the best approach. We tried to do the laser, but we just couldn't see it. We're not familiar enough with it. We'll use it later on. So if you guys are interested in this, go to thebuildingboys.com and start your own passive rental empire. All right, take care. We'll see you next week.